Hello and welcome back to another Star Citizen video. Today we're gonna take a look at Day of the Vara. It is the Halloween, no, the in-game, the Star Citizen lore for Halloween. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was about to say yes, I want to say in-game, but do we really have an in-game event or activity to do? We want to take a look and see if we have it. Usually, this type of small celebration is ship sale and skin sale. Unfortunately, we have reached to a point where, yeah, we don't really need them. Not say we don't really need them, okay? We need more than just sale, okay? We need really an event, okay? Because we have reached to a point where Star Citizen needs a lot of event. That's it. That's all I want to say. Alright, so before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so every subscribe count. And of course, if I earn it, great. Alright, hit the subscribe button. If I don't, well, let me know down in the comments below. Okay, so let's start off with the only PSA for Star Citizen. You only need a starter pack, and what's better than the starter pack is a discounted starter pack, straight up. All right, you do not need to buy any of this shit with real money. Yes, I will talk a little bit about ship pricing and whatnot. This is for people who wants to support the development of Star Citizen. Even if you really want to support and you want to put a little bit of money over Star Citizen, do note, only buy ships, because I will only say that ships, purchasing ships is the only one that is worth doing so, and even so, try to do ship upgrade rather than buying the ship outright. Alright, that's it. That's the only PSA. Okay, let's take a look at what do we have for Day of the Vara. Alright, let's cap the heptane, steer the Vara into crew to isolated a Hades system. Okay, cool. So basically, it's just a Halloween event, and of course, there is always a nice small little thing when we have an in-game lore. Now, the thing is, I don't want just an in-game lore anymore. We need an activity, all right? At least a monthly, not say monthly activity. Activity. We need an activity. Okay, so first thing first, we have ship sales, not ship sales, paint sales. We have new ships that's added this year. So we have the Guardian, we have the Saber, we have the Polaris, and this is, I couldn't tell. So let's take a look what's down there. Before we go anywhere, then of course we have community event, which is nice. Pumpkin decorating contest, nice. All right, bone collection, arena commander, kill collector, sticks and stone. Okay, so what do we have? Take on the daily deluge. FPS kill collector mode, proves yourself warrior inside out, make alive, unlock classic Halloween mask. Okay, cool. We have some sort of an activity-ish, but this is mainly on the arena commander. Better than nothing. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Better than nothing. Next up is writing contest. Again, another community event, which is nice and cool. And that's about it, which is boo-hoo-hoo. We don't have a persistent universe in-game event, which is sad. We really need it, okay? You know what? I'm going to give CIG a little bit of time to cook a little bit, because we have seen a lot of good patch as of late, especially things to do in the verse. So I'm going to give them by next, actually not next year, anniversary sale. Right, anniversary sale or Luminalia Christmas. You know what? Christmas they want to relax, so let them. I'll give them. Okay, next year. By next year, any of the in-game celebration event, we really need an in-game. No, for every celebration event in the real world, right? It's always real world counterpart. We need an in-game event. Okay, just give a short sequence of mission, like 2 or 3. Okay, then at the end of the day, you get a. The question is, what would you get by the end of the event, right? Would they want to make skins and whatnot? Okay, for this part, technically they should. Technically they should. But I'm gonna leave it up to them. But as long we get a small little in-game lore event to tie up with the festival, that's the key thing. Whew. All right, so that's that. And now we're gonna move on to the sale for ships and whatnot. So I did say all you need is a discounted starter pack, and in this case, No, I did say a starter pack, and what's better is a discounted starter pack, which is we have the Generalist Super Spooky starter pack at $48. Actually, this is not bad. Not the cheapest. Cheapest is $40.50, but you get a starter plus, right? The cutter is a good shape at $48. Not bad, okay? Not bad, because you get a cutter, you get Star Citizen digital download, which that's the main thing. Paint is always a bonus. Starting money 20,000 UEC. For now, we're gonna assume the exchange rate is 1,000 UEC per dollar. That was their old exchange rate. To be honest, they haven't changed anything. I expected to change it. But if you're going to use that calculation, we are technically getting, error quote, $20 worth of currency, which makes me feel like, okay, maybe it's a bit too much. Maybe it stands the test of time. I don't know. All right. Because $20, that means this ship is only $28. But of course, we cannot use that calculation. So that's that. We have 24 months insurance, which is great. All right. 2 years is always good. The more the merrier. I would say we are quite close to the anniversary sale. I'm gonna wait for the anniversary sale and then decide if you want to pick up, because I know there will be a discounted starter pack unless they change, which they should not. Okay, so that is that. Next up, we have the Outsider Super Spooky. This is mainly an alien ship. I would say skip. This is an easy skip. You don't need it. Look at that. If you see this symbol, this is for people who spend way too much money, aka me. Wow. You know what? Yeah, these are all skips, so we don't really need to see. We only need to see this too, right? Predominantly this. In fact, no. Wait for anniversary sale. Okay, so let's start off with paint. No, we don't need paint. This is the new paint, and I would say that the Guardian, Guardian looks okay. Saber, nah. Polaris, Polaris is the worst in my opinion, because they could have done what they should be doing is gold canopy, gold accents on the side, gold hanger bay door, right? Top, the hanger bay door on the top, hanger bay door at the bottom, and then gold thrusters. That would be nice. In this case, meh. At the same time, because it's a skin, skip. Skipperino. The character is just, yeah, it's just bad. I don't like it. Yeah, even though if you really want to spend $14, no, please, no. Terrapin looks cool. Okay, you know what? I think they can do this without actually putting too much resources into new skin. When you finish whatever seasonal event, you unlock the skin for a time limited. Yeah, there's a lot of MMOs out there, they also do this, okay? Time limited, say 7 days, 14 days, right? You get to cosplay your ship, and that's it. Or you get to, yeah, no, that's the best way. Time limited, not say time limited skin, but you can pick any of this skin that you can buy, and then you can apply in game, but for a short period of time, right? Small little reward. You know what? I think that's the best. All right, easy. Skip all the greens. Gears, Skipperino. Do we have any new gears? Nope, all Skipperino. And now it comes to ship. And in general, we don't really need to buy any of this ship. And the only thing that we have that is cool is the Carrack, the Caterpillar, the Corsair. As much as the Corsair got nerfed, do I want to really put it up there anymore? Question mark, right? The Corsair is question mark at the moment because of the nerf. Yeah. All right. Cutlass Black, my go-to daily driver. Would it be the go-to daily driver still? Cutlass Red. If I were to pick, it would be the Cutlass Red. Guardian, one of the best PvE ship to date. I don't think this ship will get overtaken anytime soon. The Guardian, hands down. The Meteor is actually very, very close, okay? Truth be told, Meteor is very, very, very close. Herald is nice. Vehicle, easy skip. Polaris, way too expensive. Look at that. $975. Crazy. Saber, nice combat ship. Suilan, this is a alien starter ship, the cheapest alien ship to date. Terrapin, a very nice scouting ship. We just need to figure it out, or rather we need to wait for CIG to figure out about the exploration of the game, how they want to tackle the exploration. Then only we can decide whether it's worth picking up. Vulture, salvaging ship, yeah, and that's it. Wow, no, I just realized there's no upgrade. Boo hoo hoo! Day of the Vara is not a good. I mean, it's a nice lore tie-in from Halloween, but we got nothing. We got nothing good. We don't need. Let me double check, okay? No, 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 boo, no, nothing, nothing. All right, this event is a bust. Straight up, there is little to nothing to do other than ship sales and a skin. So I couldn't recommend anything. Even if I want to, I don't have. Yeah, even I want to, even I want to for the starter pack, I would just wait for anniversary sale. All right, so that's that for Day of the Vara. Now the most interesting thing is not about the Day of the Vara. It's actually on the monthly report, that's the main reason why I want to do this video a little bit longer. And at first I want to make the first segment a little bit shorter, but there's too many things to talk about. Okay, so we're gonna skip a few things because the one thing that caught my eye is not the AI content, not the AI, not the tech, no, animation not bothered, but the ships. Oh, the ships. So we see the most important thing. RSI Aurora is getting a gold, I won't say gold standard, but a modern standard rework. Okay, I cannot use the word rework. Basically, they are polishing the Aurora to fit to the new modules and whatnot. That is great because the Aurora really needs the, where is it? The storage, the cargo there, the cargo access. Really needs it to be complete. So that's cool. Right? I am curious about this. As far as other things, I will see how it goes. Right? Would the RSI Aurora due for a rework? Slightly a little bit because of the new components and whatnot. So I'm interested to see how they're gonna do it. Hammerhead, okay, that's cool. Not the main thing, which is nice. Mainly it's from the Idris kit, right? Basically, it's just update some of the visuals, which is nice. Okay, so that's that. That's one. Number two, the Paladin. This is another ship that I'm looking forward to. Ooh boy, it's gonna be interesting. So now it has went to the LOD 0 phase. So for those who do not know what LOD is, it's basically the level of detail. Yes. So LOD 0, if I'm not mistaken, is their main detail, the highest detail of the ship, LOD 0, and then LOD 1 becomes smaller, and then depending for games, they can implement level of details up to however long they want. Usually it's about 4 to 5, depending on how large the universe or basically the view distance. Because some games, they are smart enough, they are after a certain distance they just cut it off so you don't see the ship at all, but the ship is there, air quote. Okay, anyway, this is just extra for you to know, for those who do not know about game dev and some of their technical phrases per se, or acronyms, how do I put it? Okay, so that's one. Number two, final adjustments made to the main quad tower to ensure movement is unhindered both flight and landed states. Okay, cool. All right, I won't talk too much about Paladin. Right, when it's out, I'm gonna talk a bit more because this ship is interesting indeed. I do have some critique for it, but I really want to see this ship. Next up, we have the MISC Hall B. Now, Hall B is a Hall series. It's just a space truck, straight up. Okay, now, the next one is also interesting, and I think this is much more interesting in general. We have the Ironclad. That's right, the Drake Ironclad and the Ironclad Assault. Okay, it is now in their white box gate review, which is nice. Oh, it's gonna be nice. because I'm gonna say straight up right now, right? The Drake Ironclad could be the poor man's pocket carrier. Yeah, both Ironclad and the Ironclad Assault. And then because it's Drake, the way they make Drake ships is usually a utilitarian perspective per se. I like Drake because it's very industrial and like the everyday, every man's duct tape. What do you call it? Ship held up by duct tapes. Okay, I just want to say that. Okay, and then the Ironclad is technically a cargo ship per se. The Ironclad Assault, you can carry vehicles. So if this guy can carry vehicles, and because both of them has an interior space, so definitely lots of people will just, how you call it, squeeze in any ships or vehicle. If it fits, it sits. Yeah. So that's that. I'm very, very excited for this ship. For sure. Okay, so that's one of it. And then of course we got 4 unannounced vehicles. Not a big problem for not say not a big problem. Not really something I care, because it says vehicles. If it says ship, we got something. Aha. And then for those people who keep on saying, number one, I will admit, okay, putting too much resources on creating new vehicles and ship just to sell, yes, it gives a bad taste on other people's perspective when it comes to just the game development. And that's the reason why I say they should have more in-game events. More in-game events, right? There's no way of going, not say going, there's no running away from it. The best way they can copy or take it as reference, MMO games, right? We have public events, we have dungeons instance, right? So that's that. Yeah, one of the best reference that they can kinda use, right? 2 games, No Man's Sky and EVE Online. Just gonna put it out there. All right, so that's that. RSI Apollo, yada yada yada. Haha, RSI Perseus. Ooh, LOD0 for RSI Perseus. Would it make it to the anniversary sale show floor? I'm not gonna expect it to be flight ready, but if it's flight ready, ooh, this ship would be a contender for those who did not get the Polaris. I'm gonna say straight up, right? Polaris number 1, number 2, slightly a little bit on the Hammerhead as well, because it is around the Hammerhead price tag. Actually, you know what? I'll take it back a little bit. It's not the Polaris. The Polaris Challenger is the Odyssey. The Perseus is more online with the Hammerhead. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Yeah, just want to say something about this, and the rest, yep. Nothing much. All right, mission design, cool. So there we go. I'm gonna let them cook a little bit. So next year, I expect, you know, I'm gonna say the word. I expect to see something cool, especially on the persistent universe style of random mission givers. Yeah. Because we really have bounty hunting and whatnot. We need what we need is a mission chain. Yep, that's it. We need a mission chain. Okay. So the easiest way to use it as a reference is actually No Man's Sky. Truth to be told, it's No Man's Sky. Yeah. Because EVE Online is mainly space-esque, right? You travel from one spot to another spot. Whereas No Man's Sky, you go from space, you go down, hunt something, and then you go back to your to space again, probably go back to your space station, trade some quest giver, and then you basically you need to jump to another system, grab some things, and then jump back to the original system, and then quest finish. That's the reason why No Man's Sky is the best reference for any space sim out there at the moment, because they managed to implement it. I'm sure CIG has some idea, because like I said, for the past few patches, we have seen a lot of good stuff. And with that, that's all I have for you for today. All right, I don't want to take too much time for this video. It's getting too long. And with that, that's all I have for you for today. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Again, I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We are technically 600 plus. By when this video uploaded, I think I'm at 600 plus subscribers. So we are definitely more than halfway there already. Until then, I will see you in the verse and fly dangerous.